proof that silence is the best and most painful form of revenge against narcissists. Hey folks, welcome back to our channel. Ever experienced the silent treatment? It's a favorite tactic of narcissists, a form of psychological warfare aimed at belittling you and pretending you're insignificant. While there are myriad ways to retaliate against narcissists, silence reigns supreme as the most potent weapon. Indeed, the mightiest vengeance often whispers. Stick around as I unveil 7 compelling reasons why silence is the ultimate retribution against narcissists. First off, giving them the silent treatment triggers profound feelings of abandonment. Narcissists excel at manipulation, but recoil from accountability and vulnerability. Basking in attention and adulation fuels their ego. When met with silence, they confront their own guilt and shame. Well-deserved consequences. Denying them communication hits where it hurts most, their sense of control and power. By refusing to engage, you diminish their influence over you. Narcissists anticipate retaliation or confrontation from those they've wronged. Defying this expectation by maintaining silence keeps them off balance and intrigued. Given their track record, leaving them in a perpetual state of uncertainty is the ultimate payback. That's why silence speaks volumes in dealing with narcissists. Here's another compelling reason why silence is a potent tool. It leaves narcissists feeling profoundly unloved. These self-absorbed individuals prioritize their own desires and self-image over others' feelings. Attempting to retaliate by airing grievances on social media may backfire, tarnishing your reputation more than theirs. Admittedly, the urge to strike back when hurt is strong. But what's the most effective approach? While some view the silent treatment as punishment or control, it's more about expressing pent-up rage or frustration. As a non-verbal expression, it communicates the emotional impact of their actions without resorting to verbal attacks. Giving a narcissist the silent treatment delivers a clear message. Their presence in your life is no longer valued. This hits them where it hurts, triggering feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. Narcissists thrive on attention and validation, so denying them both forces them to confront their deepest insecurities. By withholding attention, you undermine their sense of self-worth and challenge their need for constant validation. It's a subtle yet powerful way to retaliate against their toxic behavior. Now on to the third compelling reason. Administering the silent treatment to a narcissist can induce intense feelings of rejection in them. This tactic is exceptionally potent because it strikes at the core of their vulnerability. Despite projecting strength outwardly, narcissists harbor fragile egos and possess low self-esteem, rendering them hypersensitive to criticism and rejection. Narcissists relentlessly pursue the facade of perfection and cannot tolerate the slightest hint of imperfection or refusal. A resounding no shatters their illusion of invincibility, eliciting feelings of anger and resentment towards others or themselves. Their inflated sense of entitlement blinds them to the validity of others' emotions and needs. The silent treatment stands as a simple yet effective method of retaliation because it requires minimal effort on your part. You need not expend time and energy devising elaborate schemes to hurt the narcissist. Instead, it entails withholding communication, a silent but forceful act of defiance capable of exerting a profound impact on the narcissist's psyche. Their ability to control and manipulate dwindles when confronted with the silent treatment. This approach stands out as the most potent means of retaliation against narcissists, as it strips away their power to coerce and influence others. Narcissists derive pleasure from bending others to their will, employing a repertoire of manipulation tactics aimed at eliciting sympathy or guilt, such as portraying themselves as victims or casting blame on others for purportedly hurting their feelings. Manipulation comes naturally to narcissists, as they are indifferent to the emotions of others, prioritizing the preservation of their own image above all else. They adeptly twist narratives to cast themselves as the aggrieved party, employing phrases like, "I'm hurt," or "you hurt me," to manipulate emotions and garner sympathy. Accustomed to getting their way, narcissists find their tactics ineffective in the face of silence. With all lines of communication severed, they are unable to sway the resolve of those who have ceased all interaction. The realization of their impotence and vulnerability engenders feelings of frustration and helplessness in narcissists, precisely the outcome sought in retaliation. Confronted with their own weakness and the assertion of your power, they grapple with a sense of powerlessness, a fitting response to their transgressions. The silent treatment serves as the fifth testament to their insignificance. Individuals like narcissists harbor a profound self-centeredness, believing that others should bend to their will. They perpetually inflate their own importance, deeming themselves superior to all. Should anyone dare to oppose their desires, they readily mete out punishment without a second thought. Narcissists excel at belittling others, diminishing their sense of worth and fostering dependence. Their adeptness with words enables them to manipulate and deceive, indifferent to the feelings and desires of others. Their sole objective is self-gratification, regardless of the collateral damage inflicted upon those around them. Yet, the silent treatment punctures their illusion of grandiosity, delivering a resounding blow to their perceived importance. For narcissists, it broadcasts a clear message. Their significance is far less than they imagine. It signals your liberation from their influence, stripping them of their hold over you. With a modicum of self-restraint and determination, you wield these tools to demonstrate the agony of being forgotten by someone once deemed vital in their life. This realization serves as a potent rebuke, reminding narcissists that they do not occupy the center of your universe. Now onto the sixth revelation. The silent treatment serves as a powerful declaration that you simply don't care about them. This approach stands as the pinnacle of vengeance against narcissists, for it portrays them as insignificant. Narcissists frequently struggle to grasp the concept that others have emotions and cannot be manipulated for their own gain without repercussions. It's akin to delivering a slap in the face, signifying your indifference to their actions. This act serves as a wake-up call, asserting that you refuse to be a pawn in their game. The silent treatment renders them powerless, as your emotions dictate their actions, a sensation unfamiliar to their usual sense of control. By employing this tactic, you demonstrate to the narcissist that they do not hold sway over your feelings. You convey that their presence in your life is dispensable, and their emotions hold no sway over you by refusing to engage with them. This fosters a sense of neglect and apathy in them, mirroring the emotions they so callously inflict upon others. As a result, this mode of retribution carries significant weight, for it forces the narcissist to confront the same sense of worthlessness and disregard that they frequently bestow upon others. And finally, the seventh revelation, employing the silent treatment, underscores that you prioritize your self-worth above theirs. Narcissistic individuals often harbor an inflated sense of superiority, believing others should consider themselves fortunate to receive their attention. However, receiving the silent treatment from you forces them to recognize that you hold yourself in higher regard than they could fathom. The silent treatment is effective because it conveys a clear message. Their conduct is intolerable. It communicates your refusal to engage in their manipulative games and signals your readiness to prioritize your own well-being. This shift in dynamics, where your needs take precedence over their desires, can unsettle a narcissist. Consequently, they must confront the reality that their perceived perfection is merely an illusion. In essence, the most potent way to retaliate against a narcissist is to demonstrate that you prioritize self-care and self-respect above their opinion of you. This victory lies in affirming your self-value and self-respect. Ever wondered if employing the silent treatment makes you selfish, prioritizing your needs above all else? While it may seem that way, it's not necessarily a negative trait. It demonstrates a recognition of the importance of self-care and self-value. Employing the silent treatment is, in fact, the most effective retaliation against narcissists. It's my way of exacting revenge on those who have wronged me, a simple yet potent form of retribution. Moreover, it allows you to redirect your focus onto other aspects of your life, alleviating the burden of hurt. Opting for silence over dialogue can be a significant act of self-preservation. Narcissists struggle with this form of communication because it fails to fulfill their constant craving for drama and attention. Given their insatiable desire to be at the forefront of every situation, this unexpected response is likely to unsettle them, forcing them to reevaluate their behavior. Have you ever employed the silent treatment against a narcissist who wronged you? Share your experiences with us in the comments below. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Narcissists often project an image of unwavering self-assurance, independence, and superiority, but don't be fooled. What seems like rock-solid confidence is often a meticulously constructed facade, masking their underlying vulnerabilities. In this video, we'll dive into the 8 vulnerabilities that narcissists harbor, shedding light on their behavior and helping you navigate their manipulative schemes effectively. 1. Veiled insecurity. On the surface, narcissists radiate an aura of invincibility, making it easy to overlook their hidden insecurities. Yet, beneath their facade lies a surprising truth. Deep-seated insecurity serves as their Achilles heel. Imagine a towering structure built upon fragile foundations. Despite their efforts to project grandiosity and success, narcissists grapple with inner doubts and fears. These insecurities, rooted in past traumas and experiences, act as a shield, cloaking their vulnerabilities even from themselves. 2. Craving validation. In the realm of narcissist psychology, there's a glaring dependence on external validation. Imagine someone whose self-worth hinges on the approval of others. Narcissists incessantly seek validation and praise, treating it like the lifeblood that sustains their inflated ego. Despite their outward confidence, they're constantly on the hunt for affirmation, grasping at compliments like fleeting sparks that momentarily light up their self-image. However, beneath this facade lies a vulnerability to criticism and rejection, as they rely on external validation to feel significant and powerful. 3. Lack of empathy. Immersed in their own world of grandiosity, narcissists exhibit a profound deficiency in empathy. Their inability to empathize is palpable as they disregard the emotions, perspectives, and needs of those around them. Consumed by their own desires and aspirations, they disregard or minimize the experiences of others. This lack of empathy takes a toll on their relationships, leaving others feeling disconnected and undervalued. Consequently, interactions with narcissists often lack depth and authenticity, breeding distance and distrust. 4. Tyrannical hunger for domination. Narcissists harbor an insatiable thirst for absolute control, extending their grasp over every facet of life, from the mundane to the intimate. They crave dominion, orchestrating circumstances to align with their whims and visions. This compulsive need for control lays bare a vulnerability in their armor. Any challenge to their authority or questioning of their choices can puncture their facade, revealing the fragility lurking beneath. Their reactions range from taking offense and assuming victimhood to more aggressive responses. Control is the lifeblood of narcissists, feeding their sense of pleasure and fortifying their false sense of security through the domination of others. 5. Green-eyed envy and competitive drive. Envy and competitiveness weave a tangled web in the tapestry of narcissistic psychology. Narcissists perpetually measure their self-worth against the achievements and attributes of others, ensnared in a ceaseless cycle of comparison. This perpetual evaluation breeds envy and rivalry whenever they perceive someone else as achieving success, garnering admiration, or commanding attention. However, envy corrodes their relationships, driving them to undermine the accomplishments of others. Regardless of their own achievements, narcissists are consumed by an insatiable hunger for more, propelling themselves into a self-destructive cycle of pursuit. They relentlessly chase fleeting milestones, regardless of their substance or authenticity. Ultimately, they seek to diminish the successes of others to safeguard their own sense of superiority. Viewing the achievements of their peers as a threat, they fail to genuinely celebrate others' well-being, eroding relationships with their toxic and shallow behavior. 6. Shadow of exposure. Beneath the facade of confidence lies a haunting fear of exposure that stalks narcissists incessantly. Despite their outward appearance of self-assurance, they harbor deep insecurities about their true selves. They meticulously uphold a carefully crafted mask, shielding their inner vulnerabilities from the prying eyes of others. The mere suggestion of their true nature being unveiled sends tremors through their carefully constructed world. This fear-driven response manifests as defensiveness, evasion, and sometimes aggression, all in a frantic bid to preserve their meticulously curated image. The social mask becomes their shield against scrutiny, simultaneously feeding their ego and insatiable thirst for validation. 7. Mirror's blindness. Narcissists navigate life with a glaring absence of self-awareness, trapped in a cycle of self-affirmation and deception. Incapable of engaging in objective self-reflection, they persistently justify and defend their actions, regardless of the harm inflicted. This lack of accountability perpetuates a cycle of repeated mistakes, as they remain oblivious to the lessons of their past. Instead of introspection, narcissists deflect blame onto others, refusing to acknowledge their own shortcomings. This dearth of self-awareness stifles personal growth and sabotages meaningful connections, leaving them mired in a perpetual cycle of denial and deflection. 8. Sensory overload to feedback. Within the narcissistic realm, criticism acts as a detonator, triggering a volatile explosion of emotions. Despite their facade of unshakable confidence, even the faintest whisper of critique sets off an exaggerated and tumultuous reaction. Whether it's a minor jab or a well-intended suggestion, narcissists perceive any form of criticism as a direct assault on their perceived grandeur. Ironically, while they freely dispense judgment and disdain toward others, they recoil at the slightest hint of reproach directed at them. This paradoxical response underscores their fragility, as they oscillate between defensive deflection and frenzied attempts to reaffirm their superiority. Their susceptibility to criticism lays bare their vulnerability, as even the gentlest rebuke can ignite a raging inferno of anger and distress. As we've delved into the depths of narcissistic psychology, it becomes evident that their facade of strength is but a flimsy veil, concealing a plethora of vulnerabilities. Their ostentatious displays of superiority serve as a smokescreen, obscuring their own insecurities and ensuring their manipulative machinations remain undetected. It's all a charade, meticulously orchestrated to perpetuate their control over others while shielding themselves from scrutiny. In summary, the vulnerabilities of narcissists eclipse any semblance of strength they may portray. Don't fall into their snare. You are not beneath them, and you don't deserve their mistreatment. If a narcissist is in your life, it's crucial to sever ties completely. There's no benefit in maintaining a relationship with such toxicity. Rather than striving to change them or seeking vengeance, the wisest choice is to walk away for good. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Until next time. Thanks for coming back for another video. Thank you very much for coming all the way here. This station is getting bigger thanks to you. Thank you very much. I really want you to subscribe to the channel and turn on alerts if this is your first time here, so you don't miss any of the new videos that are posted. Let's get going. For narcissists, this is the thing they fear the most. Now is the time for me to talk about this. This is the only thing that will get rid of narcissists for good. A narcissist is different from another person, but they all act the same. Because it really hurts narcissists, this poison is something they hate so much. As far as possible, the narcissist will avoid or hurt people who try to help or care for them in any way. They think this poison will kill them and the lies they have made up about themselves. When narcissists are feeling really good, they are more likely to be hurt by this. Something strong must be able to scare a narcissist away, right? The truth is always what you thought it would be. Let's look at the truth now. What's really going on if that's the case? I'm talking about everything about narcissists, even the ugly truth that lies behind their fake selves. It has to do with who they are. Tell them the truth about how they've hurt you and tried to control you. That they are mean and bad, things that are true about them. They really did lie a lot. When you know the truth, they can't hide the lies they've been telling. There's no doubt that narcissists don't like to claim fault. They wouldn't want to do that because they would have to say they were wrong. So they have to lie about being guilty and blame someone else. They'd rather be the victim than the bad guy when things go wrong. This makes the narcissist believe the lie even more. They feel like they've been harmed and need to do anything to fix things. Narcissists lie all the time because they can't tell the truth or even accept it as it is. If the narcissist finds out that you know about them, they will try to avoid you or make everyone against you. This way, if you try to reveal them, no one will believe you. You will always have a painful breakup when you're with a narcissist. Nasty people make it impossible for their victims to stand up for themselves, even if they already know the truth. People who are hurt by narcissists are said to lie about it, which is bad for them. It's not likely that anyone will find out until after the narcissist has used them to say bad things about you. To stay safe, they have built a wall of lies around themselves. All of these lies can be seen through the truth. Still, it doesn't matter if people believe this truth or not. This is where things go badly, which is a shame. Anyone can think that the truth is just a bunch of empty words if you don't have any proof to back it up. You'll need a recording of some kind, like a video or audio file, to back up what you say. Why is this? Part of the reason is that people will accept facts instead of what you or the narcissist say. That person may have done well if they can make everyone else think they are nice, helpful, and sweet. It's easy for people to doubt what you say after hearing what the narcissist has said about you behind your back. People who are narcissists are also good at lying and can use words to get out of trouble. They talk over you and use their charm to get what they want, which makes other people fall for them. It rarely works out well to try to help them. That's why it's so important to have proof. You might feel like you can't speak up or are crazy after being abused by a narcissist. If we have proof, though, we won't have to say anything. They will find it hard to stop lying in order to keep up their bad image. Another word for a phony is a con artist. Because of this, there are 100 lies about them for every truth you've heard. Narcissism and telling the truth don't go together. They would rather lie and make up a story that fits with their dream world than tell the truth and risk making people dislike them. Narcissists will always be afraid that someone will find out all the things they have always tried to keep hidden. People who are hurt by narcissists will not be able to handle being avoided if they know the truth about them. It might be bad for their health and happiness if they find out the truth. They will keep pushing and acting like they are not who they say they are to keep up their front. They're not telling the truth because they want to stay safe. We will be hurt and let down if we trust them, though. In fact, things are very different when it comes to the truth. To stay alive, we need to understand and accept what a narcissist is like. But the truth can destroy everything they've built. Once more, I really hope that this information has been useful to you. I'd love to hear what you have to say in the area below. Tell us what you thought about today's show. If you want to know when new videos are uploaded, please thought about subscribing to our channel and hitting the bell icon below. Thanks again for your time.